50 on the peso. They're not going to do the 50.59 because it turns out it's an error. And the 59 is not able to be equal to what it's supposed to be adding up to. Therefore, we made an adjustment on that, and we made a suggestion that just go 50-50 and tell them that this is what it's going to be, because it doesn't make sense to have a 50-59 if they own half the land. Anyways, they should be getting more than that. They should be getting 60% of the money with you adding 10 cents back. Instead, it's going the other way. So to equal it out, we suggested that it would just go 50-50. And that way, the $1 will be one and the $2 will be two. Or they can do the $20 per 1 peso that you're going to have to pay here for that peso. It's an equal agreement, however we're going to do it, but they can't be coming out less anymore. Like, it's not even equal to be, like, there's no reason that they need to be paying over here. If anything, you're supposed to be respecting that area. And you know who holds the currency on this side. It would be split. If we split the map, you already know where your part is, as we do ours. And if it holds 32 portion of the states, we're recommending that this not be misunderstood or changed, because we're gonna have to put the map on top of this one. Now we're gonna have to layer it up this way. It's understanding for all. And then there will be no more like running from here to run there, or run here to run there. A lot of stuff are gonna be like, we want it more like to where we're all in it, and there's no, you guys have the borders in the wrong spot too. There's just so many errors that it came out to be 100% the other day. I don't know if I told you guys that, but then with the 59.50 thingy, it's not valid anymore to do that. That they're not going to be having to pay that. They don't owe us anything, and that's very, has to be very clear. If anything, they're imports, and that's a 501. That's a 501 thingy. We're gonna go with the labels too, the name brands, everything with 501, and then we're gonna go ahead and add that to the Mexican states as well, because it's also part of their area, our area, I mean. And then we're gonna have to correct the Latino Hispanic part, because that's an error, and we're not that. It does not exist right here in California, nowhere. So also too, not even in Reynosa, so we can't really claim that because we're not that. And unless we were, then we could claim that, but it'd be impossible to be that if we're not, unless we went ahead and changed that status. But we're never gonna stop being Mexican still, so we're gonna have to like either adopt it to work with that, or but it's gonna have some more superior on it. You're gonna have to add more like it's a Mexican thing, and then we're firm on it. Like, we don't want to be anything else. It's not possible to just change that. So we're very firm on that. We don't really, like, if that was a mistake, that was probably on our part. We'll seek an amendment for that to be forgiven. Other than that, there's like everything has to be 100% true and correct. If not, they're that would be like causing perjury. And that would be like a, what is that, against the law, and nobody wants to be doing that. Everybody's going to come in more clear now. I told you guys a long time ago that we're going to come in like quality control. And everybody needs to be up on the same standards, because everything's going to have the born on date. Everything's going to be documented right. And those who don't have a document, they're going to be categorized as an alien now. So we're going to have to work together to figure it out. We're also thinking about, well, I suggest this, that we just either make a church called America or New Americas or whatever, because their Bible's already there. We can do that. That way we can be like, okay, what's your religion? And then you could say, well, I'm that, and that's the only way that we would be able to claim that. Other than that, it wouldn't be able to classify as a status, because it's not what it is. It's more like an agreement right here. The Mexicans are accepting America today, but they're also working with it, and they're giving you guys all that you guys want. Like, everything is up to the standards right now. Make sure you're holding your own standards too, and it's kind of like just not to be like direct that way, but it's a suggestion, just don't just to save yourself from being like not that prepared. It's best to be prepared at all times. This way we're all working together at the same time, and then we can finally establish something, because things are going to change. And we're not trying to fight, but we want to get the word across. That way it's clear, and you're understanding it the way that it's being said. It's the only reason, the point to the Constitution is to like be on one understanding, same understanding. And when somebody's not understanding that, that's where you guys would have to raise your hand and tell and speak up and say that, hey, I'm not understanding something. So get a lot of people today gain their dignity. I don't know if you guys are recognizing that. That's a great gift right there. So next time you go and try to label that or call it something, you can't. It's not that. It's going to be down to what it is. And this is important for everybody, because if you ask anybody from here, a lot of people don't even have dignity. Most don't even know what they are. And that's just that should actually be like a, a bright light to your eyes to understand what you are. Some people will say what they're American, but they don't even know where that is or whatever, So we need to we want to establish this together as a country. We're going to go ahead and use that word. And just because it's taught us a lot for the smartness, and we're thankful for that. So it's more like a thank you, and a sign of respect when that happens. So nobody's trying to like take over anything. They're trying to use the same things, and they want to do these things as professional as they can be. It's kind of expected and asked already. So if we can get that understanding to all, same understanding, the churches are going to have to get together, because the documents are going to get down to the death records. And if it doesn't happen now, if this is the end of the beginning, then we're going to be back right here again doing the same thing where we started off. So we're taking steps now on this pathway forward, the direction forward. When something's not able to continue us to go forward, then we're working our way to that direction. And so they're really and we're going to follow the rules. So all rules have been followed. Nothing has been changed. The only thing is that they're being more clear. I hope that this is not offending to anybody, but it's just it shouldn't be that. But if we weren't doing any bad, we don't have anything to worry about. So continue to just follow the rules and know that shouldn't be a bother. Just like literally, the people are not for sale. They're not a product. They're not a dog. They're not a freaking what else? They're not a piece of land either. This is different, because in the on the definitions, even on the birth certificate, doesn't even say what it is. Today we'll be probably giving a birth to the nation. It's going to be living, and that way, you guys can get a better understanding of what's going on. Whatever is written, we're following the rules, and we hope that should be more like a way for you to put your head up high, because it's your rules, and we're following them. So that's great. Thank you. I think that if it wasn't for that, nobody would be on one understanding, because in 1950, nobody could understand anybody. You couldn't sit in a room with the opposite. And there was no way that you would catch a Mexican listening to country music back then, or country music listening to Mexican music. They couldn't stand each other back then. Now it's different. Now there's been a lot of bloodshed, so if it's whatever we're doing here, we're just trying to be as professional as we can. This way, that we're able to like come together without the manipulation, because it's not going to be valid anymore. Anybody thinking that they're going to be able to hold power over somebody, like threatening them that they're going to be in jail, the informant stuff. No, everybody's expected to do their time now. And you cannot harass people. So we will need the oversight to be like checking up on them, seeing if they're okay. And that'll be from the outside or whatever. As I've been too keeping up with people, so far things are okay, but a few things I'm not okay with. I'm not bringing that up, but I just want the jobs to be understood, accepted, and just like do it right. Because nobody needs to be threatened, or things can be they can even go and seek an amendment with the judge and request that their case be dismissed. There's a lot of more practicing ahead that we're going to get to. You'll probably see more of that, and we're going to make sure that the judges are more equipped with the with the fact that they're going to have to memorize things too, because right now in the schools we're already having it too, where they can memorize their catechism, like when they're doing the Constitution. By the time they get to high school, they want to have that in their memory already. So everybody's going to be a little bit more ahead of that. So then when you ask somebody what is Article 1 or whatever, be able to answer that. And it's like kind of like, we're going to use the same steps as we did in catechism. So it'll be like your 10 commandments, and then you're going to do like that with the amendments, and then you're going to do your Our Father, and then you're going to do the Constitution. You're going to memorize that. These things are important for life because well, the basic ones are the moral ones. So if you want moral for life, you have to have your 10 commandments instilled in you. If not, there's really like no point on they're never going to get it. And we could have a hope, but I don't know how to fix that after that. Other than that, it's just I want to say I can hope that they can view the things that are happening right now, and you're seeing how it's coming together, because it's real spiritual. I don't know if you guys noticed. And then he even came off the cross. He, it's really him. And then what else? So what else? I don't want to hear no negative stuff to him. All of this is for him. And what else? This time nobody called him auntie. Thank you. Last time he didn't even know how to approach a swim, because like he was just like, well, I already know the story, so like then the book went and got burnt, and like no, a lot of things right now they're coming back to life. And then the book existed, the Bible's in it, everything's in it. And the Bible wasn't even made like by a person. It was something that just came our way. All these revelations are going to be revolutions now, and we're going to begin on. We're going forward. We're going to start on the Virginia part, 1661, where the slavery began, and we're going to start where we're at now to continue our path forward. That way, you guys can know that we're going to skip all that middle part. It's out. Done. Dead subject. We're going to go forward now. And nobody owns anybody, because nobody was even documented correctly. Now, if you want to understand this a little bit more, you're going to have your documents as they are doing them, because I want to be the oversight judge on this. And I believe everybody's prepared for it, even if I couldn't do that. But this has to be up to the standards. And if you don't have it, then you're probably going to be documented as a illegal alien. And I believe they want to use the same the same immigration thingy. So please be on it and like just get it done. Work together. And right here, everybody that's a judge in life, that's your new jury. The Congress will be those born in 1959 to 1978. Then we'll put those as Congress, individual. And then we'll go down from 1978 to 1984. Will be the Senate. And then we're going to honor whatever the Congress says, and then we're going to honor whatever the older than that say, because they know a little bit more of the history than we do. But also too, we know the land, and we're not really going to allow somebody to just come and take over, because it's not really like your spot to do that. I want to say like who would give that authority to you? Honestly, like if you guys asked me who gave me mine, I can tell you it was God. Um, because whatever is happening today, it's really not that. It's you guys. I love it the way the mystery goes, but just keep it in the church and honor him, and that's it. Like I just want to see it pretty like walking forward. And then if escalations do need to happen, we will need to be prepared for that as well. I don't know if you guys know, but whatever happened in Fresno, we didn't want to make things big, but I did call and I did write that, and nobody was even prepared on that. So thanks for having my back on that. I'm not okay with that either, because the fact that nobody even took care of that, I didn't see anything. um we need to go big when something happens like that. It's time that that stops, and that know that we have each other's back, but we need God too, because he's going to be the only one that's going to be able to fix this. And that's it. Know that he's real. Don't give up. Hope. And that's it. Remember to say our prayers every day, and then like understand that his promises were kept true. Um, I'm not the Virgin Mary. I'm only chosen by him because my name, and he said that it was going to be perfect. So that's the only reason why I'm here. I'm Virginia Marie Flores Beltran. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. I'll be your litigator, and I'll be sending the word here and passing it through. Thank you.